Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Seacoast High School Sports Awards, brought to you by the Seacoast Media Group, in partnership with Piscataqua Savings Bank and Wentworth Douglas Hospital.
Move better with the most comprehensive orthopedic care on the Seacoast. As a proud sponsor of the Courage Award, Wentworth Douglas Hospital's Center for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is deeply invested in the health of Seacoast athletes. Our diverse team of specialists offers sports medicine and orthopedic surgery, a women's sports medicine program, concussion management, physical therapy, pain management, sports performance training and fitness, integrative therapies, and more. Find all our services at wdhospital.org/movebetter.
Talent will always be found. It doesn't matter where you play or where you're from. When you have talent, people will find you.
Some of the biggest names in the world of sports come together to honor the best high school athletes in the country. Alex Morgan, Katie Ledecky, Aaron Rodgers, Sue Bird, Shaquille O'Neal.
Now do you know my name? Yeah, you know, do you know my name? You know, my name is Fire, Fury, Power. My name is Legend. You know, do you know my name? Legend.
It's a celebration of athletic excellence from those who know it best. Here are your hosts, Heisman Trophy winner and ESPN analyst Desmond Howard, and the host of NFL Live and SEC Nation, Laura Rutledge.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the show. Tonight we get to celebrate one of the most passionate and exciting groups in all of sports, the high school athlete.
That's right, Laura. An incredible list of all-star talent has signed on to help recognize these amazing men and women. We're talking Aaron Rodgers, Alex Morgan, Chipper Jones, Sue Bird, Katie Ledecky, and the big man himself, Shaquille O'Neal.
I love it. You know, I actually think it's illegal these days to have a sports award without Shaq in it.
I think you're right.
So I'm glad he's on board for our show tonight.
Of course, and the Diesel has something in common with everyone else on this show. At one point or another, we all went to high school.
True, and while the time since high school has been a while, for some more than others, we all still remember the hopes and dreams and even the challenges of that memorable time in our lives.
And tonight, we all return to high school to cover a lot of sports and give out a lot of awards. If two people showed up to cheer for it, and those two people were your parents, we're celebrating it tonight.
So ditch the backpacks and summer reading lists and forget about that pop quiz you bombed in third period French last semester. It's time to celebrate some of the best high school athletes in the area.
Of course, none of this would be possible without the generous support of our sponsors.
And you can't have a celebration this big without a little flexing going on. That's why we have sports broadcaster Abby Labar keeping an eye on the land of the humble brag.
Thanks, Laura. And speaking of bragging, we know you love to, and we love to see it. So tag us in your social posts, share photos and videos from your own celebrations using tonight's hashtags. Posts on Instagram or Twitter will be shown on the social media feed on the show website. Okay, so we know every award show needs a red carpet, and lucky for us, two former college football players agreed to host ours tonight. If you don't know them as football players, well, you probably know them better from another little gig they had. The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, my friends Tyler Cameron and Matt James.
Thanks, Abby. Matt and I are so excited to be here. We got out, got dressed up, and stepped into our freshest kicks to walk the red carpet.
Wait, are those my shoes?
Bro, you put them in my closet. I'm wearing them now.
Tonight we get a chance to salute some show-out high school athletes. So who's handing out the roses? I mean the awards tonight.
Careful now. We talked about this and we let that go. We were playing sports long before our bachelor days, so we know how exciting this must be for you.
But tonight's not about us. It's about the athletes of today. the records they're breaking, the bars they're raising, and the names we'll be reading and remembering in the future.
So, whether or not you win tonight, just know you've already proven to be a top athlete. So congratulations, this red carpet is all for you.
Thanks, guys. I don't know about you, Desmond, but I'm ready to start giving these kids some of their hard-earned awards.
Hey, let's do it. We're going to kick things off in the pool. Here to help us dive right in is one of the most decorated female swimmers in U.S. history, the legendary Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky burst on the competitive swimming scene at 15 years old. At the London Olympics, she took home the gold and the first of many Olympic medals. She's added 4 more golds, 15 world championships, 2 NCAA titles, and a whole bunch of freestyle world records. The recent Stanford grad is back in the pool, training for Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Katie Ledecky talking to all you swimmers and divers out there. I know a lot of the world puts us all together in one big group because we spend half of our time in the pool and the other half of the time trying to get chlorine out of our hair. But we are a very diverse group. Divers launch themselves off of boards and platforms of varying heights, and swimmers employ a bunch of different strokes and distances, each with its own unique demands. That's why I'm here. So I can speak to all of you individuals and tell you the key to success in your water world is to always, always, always keep moving forward. Except, of course, anyone who competes in backstroke or performs back dives. That advice would be very bad for you. You guys keep going backward. That sounded weird. I'm gonna go back in the pool. I'll leave all you divers to your diving and your backstrokers to your backstroking. I'll see you later. Here are the honorees for the Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Paige Spencer of St. Thomas Aquinas High School.
St. Thomas Aquinas High School's Paige Spencer is the Seacoast Girls Swimmer of the Year after grabbing a pair of top spots on the podium and setting a new state record at the Division II Championship meet. The junior swimmer, a top 5 class of 2022 New Hampshire recruit, placed first in the 100-yard breaststroke with a new state record time of 1 minute 4.46 seconds. Spencer also won the 50-yard freestyle race by a quarter second.
Congratulations, Paige. Here are the honorees for the Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Duncan Collins of Winnicott High School.
Winnicott's Duncan Collins collected a pair of impressive state championship wins to cap his high school career. The senior was the only competitor at the Division II state meet to break the 1-minute mark in the 100-yard breaststroke, logging a personal best time of 59.76 seconds. Collins also placed first in the 50-yard freestyle.
Congratulations, Duncan.
If you had to name the sport that most pro athletes choose to play when they're not at their paying gig, it would have to be golf. It doesn't mean they're good at it, but it doesn't mean they're as bad as Charles Barkley either. But we decided to tap someone who makes their living driving for show and putting for dough. Here's Ryan Palmer with the Golf Awards.
4-time champion Ryan Palmer is no stranger to success. On the PGA Tour, where every week is a battle of attrition, he's taken home 4 tour victories, 11 runners-up, 67 top 10 finishes, including 2 in the majors.
Hey all you golfers out there. PGA Tour winner Ryan Palmer here to hand out the Golf Awards. But before I do, I want to point out something about golf compared to other sports. Listen, I get it. There's no buzzer beating golf. No one is throwing the ball 100 miles an hour at you, and no one is going to smash into you at the top of your swing and throw you to the ground. That's all true, but there's something awesome about golf that you can't find in a lot of other sports. If you've got a couple of hours to spare, you can play on the same courses that Tiger, Phil, myself, Annika and MB, or even Rory and DJ play on. Try shooting hoops with your friends at Madison Square Garden, or play 9 innings at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Let's hear it for the game of golf, where legendary venues are open to all. Here are your honorees for the Female Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Female Golfer of the Year is June Dorr of Winnacunnet High School.
Winnacunnet High School's June Dorr finished second at New Hampshire's state championship. Just a freshman, Dorr turned in one of the best ball striking rounds of her career when it mattered most. Dorr almost immediately earned #1 status for Winnacunnet. It looks like she'll maintain that role for quite some time.
Congratulations, June. Here are your honorees for the Male Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Male Golfer of the Year is Will Ducharme of Exeter High School.
Exeter High School junior Will Ducharme carded an even par 142 with 10 birdies over 2 sparkling rounds to finish second in the Division I individual state tournament, and he helped Exeter knock off 6-time defending champ Bedford for the team title. It was Exeter's first golf state championship since 1989.
Congratulations, Will.
Carrie Walsh-Jennings here. Stick around. Volleyball's coming up soon.
I've been traveling with my family since I was a child, and no matter where we go, we take Piscataqua Savings Bank with us.
At Portsmouth Local Bank, we pride ourselves on delivering financial solutions to fit our clients' lives. We know you have places to go and things to do, so we make sure that no matter where you go, we go with you.
Piscataqua Savings is always there for me.
And that means you'll always have access to your accounts and to our friendly and dedicated staff whenever you need us. Just ask Nora.
A lot of sports have similar concepts and equipment, boundaries, balls, and scoreboards, name a few. But there are 2 that make use of sand. One is golf, where it's to be avoided, and the other is beach volleyball, where it's embraced in all its gritty glory. Here to lend a hand with our volleyball awards is someone who knows achieving greatness is no day at the beach, Carrie Walsh-Jennings.
Carrie Walsh-Jennings, also known as 6 Feet of Sunshine, is covered in Olympic gold. The 42-year-old SoCal standout is the most decorated beach volleyball player in Olympic history. She and her former teammate Misty May Traynor won 3 gold medals and 5 world championships, earning the title the greatest beach volleyball team of all time.
Hey everybody, Carrie Walsh-Jennings here. I know this looks like a volleyball, but in reality, it's a ticket to your future. Because the lessons you learn hitting this sucker around will come in handy down the road. Things like teamwork, determination, goal setting. You're going to need all of those skills. And then, there are the friends you make with this. Ones you'll have for the rest of your life. Priceless. So don't think of it as just a volleyball. Think of it as your secret weapon for success. And your honorees for Volleyball Player of the Year are and the finalists are and the Seacoast Volleyball Player of the Year is Rachel Vitko of Dover High School.
Rachel Vitko led Dover to an 11-2 record and a trip to the Division I quarterfinals. The senior, a 2-time All-State selection and 4-year letter winner, led the Green Wave in kills, aces, and digs, and surpassed 500 kills in her varsity career. The 2020 season was a family affair as Rachel's younger sister Tori also made the team as a freshman.
Congratulations, Rachel.
Not all of our awards are sports specific. There are a few that draw their lists of exceptional candidates from across the athletic spectrum. The first of those is our I Am Sport Award. This award spotlights student athletes who have taken a leadership role outside of competition, volunteering their help to improve their communities. And to present it, we have the truly amazing athlete and mental health advocate, Imani McGee-Stafford.
Imani was selected 10th overall in the 2016 WNBA draft by the Chicago Sky. But while she was a student at the University of Texas, she shared her very personal story. From the ages of 8 to 12, Imani was abused by a relative. That trauma led her to attempt to take her own life multiple times. Like so many others carrying painful secrets, she thought she was the only one. But through counseling and writing, she changed her life.
Imani has stepped away from professional sports to pursue a law degree, but nothing has stopped her from speaking out against the stigma long associated with those in need of mental health services. Her bravery has helped so many people she's never met. Much like the nominees of the I Am Sport Award, who share her passion for helping others, here she is, Imani McGee-Stafford.
And now, the Piscataqua Savings Bank I Am Sport Award.
Hey all you athletes out there, guess what? We all have something in common. When we practice, we get to see very clearly the fruits of our labor. Doesn't matter if it's measured in inches or seconds, pounds or points, velocity or victories, we can clearly see how we are improving. But there's so many people out there who have a hard time seeing any improvement in their day-to-day lives. Just like we are helped by coaches, teachers, teammates, and family to reach our potential in our sport, we need to help others reach their potential in life. And I am proud to see that so many of you are out there doing just that. The I Am Sport Award is our way to say thank you for all of your efforts. You are showing that high school athletes can give more to their communities than their signature win over a rival team. They can give hope.
Here are your honorees. Here are your finalists.
And the I Am Sport Award goes to Deja Srimuksavan of Portsmouth High School.
Deja Srimuksavan stands out as a community leader in a variety of ways. She is always going above and beyond to make others feel special. She wrote letters for Wentworth Senior Living Home during quarantine, cleans up the beach for the Blue Ocean Society, manned the phone banks for the Climate Action, works with the Eco Club, and makes and serves dinner for Crossroads. Her service leadership earns her the 2021 I Am Sport Award.
Way to go, Deja.
There are some athletes today who have been so dominant, you only have to say their first name for everyone to know who you're talking about. They become celebrities, giants of their sport.
That's right. Our next presenter was an athlete like that during her long career. She made her mark as a teenager, practically ruled at Wimbledon, and was still taking home major titles at the age of 49. The name Navratilova will be in the record books for years to come. But for so many of us, all you have to say is Martina.
Martina Navratilova is one of the most dominant players to ever swing a racket. Born in the former Czechoslovakia, the former world #1, claimed 18 Grand Slam singles titles, added to her 31 doubles and 10 mixed doubles. 59 major titles are the most by any player, male or female, in the Open era.
Hey everybody, Martina Navratilova here, to tell you that you picked a great sport to play in high school, because it's a sport that you can play your whole life. I mean, look at me. I'm still out there on the court all the time, playing for hours, and I'm like 60. Never mind, you can see by my hair how old I am. My hair is thinning, but anyway, I don't know why I did that. Because you guys can just Google my name and kind of figure out how old I am and then Instagram me about it, whatever. Anyway, all the effort that you are putting in now, it can pay dividends well past your competitive playing days. Remember, you can love other sports, but tennis is the only sport where love is literally part of the game. Here are the honorees for the Female Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are And the Seacoast Female Tennis Player of the Year is Rachel Vitko of Dover High School.
Rachel Vitko saved her best for last, leading the Dover High School girls tennis team to its first Division I state championship match since 1988, when her head coach and mother, Sue, was a senior playing number 3 singles for the Green Wave. Also a volleyball star at Dover, Rachel will continue that sport next year at Division II Bentley University.
Congratulations, Rachel. Here are the honorees for the Male Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Male Tennis Player of the Year is Ryan Porter of Portsmouth High School.
In his 4 years with the program, Ryan Porter was a mainstay in both singles and doubles for the Portsmouth High School boys tennis team. He helped the Clippers capture the D2 state title in 2019 as a sophomore and helped them get back to the final this year. Porter will attend Fordham University in the fall.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Bruce Springsteen once topped the charts with his iconic album, Born to Run. But for this ultra marathon man, those aren't words that you sing. Those are words you live by. Presenting the awards for cross country, Dean Karnazes.
Dean Karnazes, the legendary Badwater ultramarathon champion, running 135 miles through Death Valley in 124-degree heat. He later ran a marathon at the South Pole. This superhuman and best-selling author has run 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Hey guys, Dean Karnazes here to talk a little cross country. But first, a quick confession. I only ran cross country as a freshman in high school. Our team won the state championships and I figured that I couldn't top that, so I stopped running. Until later in life. Now I've raced and competed on all 7 continents. But enough about me. This is about you guys, the best cross-country runners from across the country. Here are the honorees for the Female Cross-Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Female Cross-Country Runner of the Year is Anna Madden of Exeter High School.
Exeter High School's Anna Madden finished on a high note with a 4th place finish in the Division I state meet and a 6th place finish in New Hampshire's statewide meet of champions. The seniors' effort helped the Blue Hawks place runner-up as a team at both championship meets.
Congratulations, Anna. Here are the honorees for the Male Cross-Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Male Cross-Country Runner of the Year is Tyler Sheedy of Dover High School.
Dover High School junior Tyler Sheedy finished 5th at the Division I state finals and 10th at the New Hampshire Meet of Champions. Perhaps his preseason training played a part in his sustained success. Sheedy spent the spring and summer hiking all 48 mountains in New Hampshire that are 4,000 feet or taller.
Congratulations, Tyler.
We have loved seeing how you are celebrating. Thank you for posting and letting us celebrate with you. Keep posting on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtags for a chance to win an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. Now let's hear from some honorees with our friends, Matt and Tyler.
Thanks, Abby. One thing you could say about us athletes is some of us tend to be a little superstitious.
Some eat the same thing before every game, some listen to the same music, some people even wear the same socks for every game for years.
Really? Bro, those Sam's Club socks?
Come on, bro.
The thick cotton ones?
I know, but we had socks from our school. You wouldn't wear them. You would stink up the whole place because you wouldn't even wash them. You'd forget to wash them. You still do that same thing in my apartment.
In any case, we want to hear from some of the greats. Let's see what they've done to lock in the wins.
I think I used to have like a ton of rituals. Well, I'm a pitcher, and so we're kind of known for being a little different.
I had my special hair ties. I would have to shower before every competition.
I've always had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before I played.
I pretty much just put on my right sock before my left sock, my left shoe before my right shoe. I never touched the lines. I always warmed up 27 minutes before game time.
But my one, I guess, like pregame ritual would be that I always pass with one particular teammate, Laurie Meyer.
I didn't have any rituals or lucky anything, and I tried to stay away from those things because luck scares me.
There are some things in certain playlists that might last an entire season, or you might listen to a certain playlist that you made and lose or have a bad game, and that thing gets erased pretty quickly.
I do 3 claps on the blocks, typically before I start my race.
Like if I do something before a workout, before a competition, and I notice that I had a good day, I now have to do said thing until the meet is done.
Obviously all rituals are a mental thing, but they were a big part of my preparation.
Kind of like Dumbo's feather. Like you don't need the feather to fly. You have it within you.
30 minutes before game time, yeah, it's embarrassing. 4 chocolate chip cookies and an orange Powerade.
Well, that certainly was educational, whatever it takes, right? Yeah. What about you, Desmond? I would think a Heisman Trophy winner would have some good pregame rituals. Did you do anything?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty silly and goofy, but I used to put everything on in the same particular order. No matter if we're home or away, like the right sock and the left sock. You know, it's just, I know it's ridiculous. I do it now, even when I put on my suit.
You put your suit on in that particular order that you used to put your uniform on today? That's what you did?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I like to hear. All right, that was very good. So moving on, let's get to our next set of awards.
When you're on the track, you know records are made to be broken. And legends can be made in a fraction of a second. That's why you always have to come with your best. You never know when it's your time to make your mark and when the world is watching.
And the world definitely watched our next presenter. He remains the only man to win gold in the 200 and 400 at the same Olympics. The one and only legendary sprinter, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson. This Texan dominated sprinting for most of the 90s. Of his 16 major international medals, not a single one isn't gold. After becoming the first and only man to defend an Olympic 400-meter title in Sydney, and to this day, the U.S. records in the 200, 300, and 400 meters still bear his name. Track and field. Presented by Finet Northeast Dermatology.
Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here to help celebrate the amazing achievements of the athletes from the friendliest sport there is, track and field. I know all those other sports will be mad that I said that, but think about it. When most sports have teams come together to compete, they call it a game. Some call it a match. But when we compete, where do we do it? At a meet. You can't get much more friendly than a meet as far as competition goes. Speaking of which, it's time to meet our honorees. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Lexi Brent of York High School.
Lexi Brent was a 2-time track and field state champion as a freshman for York High School in 2019. As a junior this season, she won 2 more Class B state titles, claiming the 100-meter hurdles and then anchoring the 4x800-meter relay. Brent was also named the track MVP at this year's Western Maine Conference Championship meet, where she won the 100-meter hurdles, the 400, and the 800.
Congratulations, Lexi. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast's Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Aiden Martin of York High School.
Aiden Martin capped off his career at York High School with Class B state championship titles at both the shot put and javelin. He dominated the competition in the shot put all season, setting a new school record in May with a heave of 55 feet, 3 3/4 inches. The multi-sports star will continue his academic and football career at Bridgewater State University.
Congratulations, Aiden.
Hey guys, Marty St. Louis here. Stick around. Up next, awards in hockey.
Excuse me?
Hey, how's it going? Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, I'm just up here to order some food.
No, please, I got this round. Hey, can we get a couple drinks down here? Hey, buddy, can we get some drinks? These guys are slammed today. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, what you drinking? Can I buy you a drink?
Guys, seriously? I'm just trying to order some fries.
Hey, man, I'm getting her a drink.
No.
No, I mean, I'm getting her one right now.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Hey, girl, I got you.
Wow, thank you. How did you get these so fast?
I ordered it to refill.
What's refill?
It's a new fast and easy way to order your food online.
Oh, you can just order it right from the bar.
Yep.
And they bring it to you.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, it's time to celebrate those who use a dirty dangle with some tasty sauce to light the lamp. Those guys and gals who put the biscuit in the basket and occasionally chirp their way to the sin bin. The ones who go top shelf on their way to epic sellies. We are talking about the coolest athletes on earth. And here to help some talented hockey players raise our version of the cup, we have Hall of Famer Martin St. Louis.
Martin St. Louis, a 5'8" native of Canada, defied limitations and battled his way to an amazing career. The first ballot Hall of Famer collected a Hart Trophy as league MVP, a Stanley Cup, and an Olympic gold medal. His number 26 was the first jersey retired by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Hockey, presented by Belknap Dental Associates.
Hey guys, it's Marty St. Louis. I can't tell you how honored I am to be part of these high school sports awards because you guys do everything for the love of the game. There's not a lot of glamour in 4 a.m. practices. No one is signing an endorsement deal in the back of a car of stinky equipment. So the fact that you all do that tough stuff day in and day out and season after season, it's a testament to your passion for the game of hockey. You all have my utmost respect and admiration. Well, not all of you, because there are a couple who still haven't unpacked those stinky bags from their last game. You know who you are. Come on, guys. Cut your parents a break. Neighbors are starting to complain about the smell. As for the rest of you, great job. I can tell you firsthand that heart and will can take you anywhere. Here are your honorees for the Female Hockey Player of the Year. And here are your finalists. And the Seacoast Female Hockey Player of the Year is Kylie Youngclaws of St. Thomas Aquinas.
And unselfish on the ice as they come, Kylie Youngclaws is the Seacoast Girls Hockey Player of the Year. The senior captain cracked the 100-point mark during her final varsity campaign and was the key offensive figure for a veteran St. Thomas Aquinas Winnicott Dover squad that finished the regular season with an undefeated record and made a trip to the state championship game.
Congratulations, Kylie. Now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Hockey Player of the Year. And here are your finalists. And the Seacoast Male Hockey Player of the Year is Devin LaPierre of Dover High School.
Dover High School's Devin LaPierre can call himself a state champion and now the Seacoast Boys Hockey Player of the Year. The junior goaltender stopped 27 of 28 shots in the Division II state title game against Somersworth Co-Brown. Following the win, LaPierre was named first team All-State by the New Hampshire coaches.
Congratulations on a great season, Devin.
All right, fun fact time here. Okay. Desmond, did you know that the origins of field hockey predate those of its chillier cousin ice hockey by several thousand years?
I did not, Laura. But did you know that Amanda Magadan is an incredibly talented, decorated midfielder for Team USA?
Huh.
And she's here to present our Field Hockey Awards.
Amanda Magadan, the 26-year-old midfielder from New Jersey, embodies speed and endurance. She's represented the U.S. since 2016 and has already collected 80 international caps to date.
Hey everybody, Amanda Magadan here to present the Field Hockey Awards. I don't know about you girls, but one of my favorite things about our sport is watching someone experience it for the first time. You can always see them on the sidelines and in the stands. You can tell it's their first game because their eyes look like this, and they can't believe what they're seeing. They usually come in thinking, oh, it's just some girls in skirts having a bit of a run while knocking a ball about. Then they see with their own eyes how hard we swing the sticks, the velocity of the ball, and how little protection gear we wear. They see how fast and far we run, and run, and run. And you'll usually see them grab their lower back with sympathy pain just watching how much time we spend standing up and getting low during a game. And by the end of the game, their expression has totally changed. They have a much greater appreciation for what we do. And that's my favorite thing. My second favorite thing is handing out awards to you guys. So let's do that. Here are your honorees for the Field Hockey Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Field Hockey Player of the Year is Jennie Turgeon of Dover High School.
Dover High School star midfielder Jennie Turgeon led the Green Wave to their first Division I state title appearance since 1985 and earned Division I Co-Player of the Year honors. A 4-year letter winner, Turgeon scored 16 goals in the shortened season, including game-winning goals in all 3 of Dover's playoff wins. She signed to play field hockey at Columbia University next year.
Congratulations, Jennie.
It is called the beautiful game. And we're 3.5 billion soccer fans, that's right, billion with a B, around the world. I think you have a hard time arguing with that description.
Just like no one can argue that Alex Morgan is one of the most accomplished players, man or woman, in the history of the U.S. national team, and the perfect choice to present our soccer awards.
When Alex Morgan steps on the pitch, it is game on. With a knack for late-game heroics, Morgan's goal in extra time in the semifinals of the London Olympics helped propel the U.S. to gold. She would go on to win the World Cup in 2014 and 19. Soccer, presented by Seacoast Dermatology.
Hey everybody, Alex Morgan here. I've been so fortunate with all the things I've been able to do thanks to soccer. And you might be looking wide-eyed at that list of accomplishments, so it might surprise you to know that in this interaction we are having right now, I'm the envious one. I'm not kidding, because you guys are in or just finished high school, and I absolutely loved my time in high school. It was Dunbar High School in Southern California. Go Brahmas! Our colors were purple and gold, and our cheer was loud and proud. Yeah, that stuff stays with you. I'm envious because high school is special. You guys have your whole life ahead of you, which is scary, but also really exciting at the same time. So congrats on all your accolades, and just try to really enjoy the ride. Your older self will thank you, trust me. Here are your honorees for the Female Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Female Soccer Player of the Year is Ella Frazier of Exeter High School.
Exeter High School's long-running success continued in 2020, thanks in large part to senior Ella Frazier, who scored 2 goals and assisted on another in the state final to cap an undefeated season in the Blue Hawks' second straight Division I championship. Frazier won the final 33 games of her high school career and is signed to play at Murray State University.
Congrats, Ella. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Male Soccer Player of the Year is Caden Leader of Oyster River High School.
One of the most dangerous scorers in the state, Oyster River star Caden Leader finished his senior season with 49 career goals. None was sweeter than his final goal, a double overtime score to win the Division II state championship. The 6'2" forward is a two-time All-State selection and will continue his career at St. Anselm College.
Congrats, Caden.
Hey guys, it's Aaron Rodgers, and I'll be handing off some football awards in just a bit. Maybe I'll be saying your name, so stick around to find out.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some apps.
Let's do it.
It's as easy as that. Let us refill for you.
There you go, guys.
Wow, that was so fast. Thank you so
Enjoy.
much.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
No one likes waiting in long lines or missing the big moments.
Did I miss anything? No. That was quick. I know, right?
You want a beer? Yeah.
We're making it easier for you to get back to what you love without missing a single minute. Refill.
Did I miss anything?
Desmond, I guess it goes without saying that we both have a special place in our hearts for this next award.
Is it time to talk football, Laura?
It sure is. And while we both spend a lot of our time talking college football, if you've picked up a pigskin just once in your life, you're probably familiar with our next presenter.
No doubt. He's considered by many to be one of the greatest and most accurate quarterbacks of all time. And last season, at 37 years young, he took home the MVP crown. Here presenting the awards in football is none other than Aaron Rodgers.
Super Bowl champion Aaron Rodgers holds the league's lowest career interception percentage and the highest single-season passer rating in history. The 9-time Pro Bowl selection was also named the NFL's most valuable player last season, the third MVP trophy of his illustrious career. Football, presented by Seacoast Electric.
Hey everybody, Aaron Rodgers here to hand out some awards to incredibly deserving high school football players. Of course, that got me thinking about all the things I love about our sport. You know, one of the most underrated aspects of football, the terminology. I mean, we got the blitz, the bomb, the sack, wild card. We spike, we trap, we fly, we Hail Mary from time to time. Those are fun. No offense to other sports, but while they dribble or bunt, we hit the hole and shoot the gap. They can't stand tall with the Statue of Liberty or transform a turnover into a touchdown with the fumble-rooski. So what do you say? We get in victory formation as we salute some amazing athletes from the gridiron. Here are the honorees for Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Football Player of the Year is Spencer Clark of Exeter High School.
Spencer Clark, the do-it-all defensive playmaker for Exeter High School, was named first-team Division I East All-State at defensive back. But the senior lined up all over the field on both sides of the ball for the Blue Hawks, who gave up just 6 points in 2 tournament games before a COVID-19 forfeiture ended their postseason prematurely. Clark will continue his athletic career on the lacrosse field at Bryant University.
Congrats, Spencer.
A lot of today's sports come from purely recreational origins, not lacrosse. Created by Native American tribes, what we call lacrosse was used to train warriors and even had some religious significance. Today, its popularity is absolutely exploding, thanks in no small part to our next presenter, lacrosse legend, Paul Rabel.
Paul Rabel, the lacrosse superstar and legend, has 7 championship titles through his college, professional, and international career. The 3-time MVP co-founded the Premier Lacrosse League, changing the game of pro play for the fastest-growing team sport in North America.
What's up, all you lacrosse players out there? I'm Paul Rabel, and I've seen a bunch of your highlights and was blown away. You guys totally do your talking on the field, which is where you want a lacrosse player to do their talking, which got me thinking, why am I talking here instead of giving awards to you guys over there? So let's do this. Here are your honorees for the Female Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Female Lacrosse Player of the Year is Mia Smith of Portsmouth High School.
The Portsmouth High School girls lacrosse team advanced to its 5th straight Division II championship game this season. And Mia Smith, a junior midfielder, was a major reason why. The bigger the game, the better she played in all aspects on the field. And that's what earned Smith a spot on the Division II All-State team.
Congratulations, Mia. And now, for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Male Lacrosse Player of the Year is Connor Hawley of Exeter High School.
Connor Hawley, the son of former longtime Exeter High School boys lacrosse coach Jerry Hawley, is the epitome of a team player who cares only about one statistic: wins. Hawley has been nominated as an All-American selection and was named to the All-Division I All-State First Team as a senior. He will continue his academic and lacrosse careers at Clarkson University.
Congratulations, Connor.
We all have that person we look to for inspiration, that drives us to be better, that in turn helps us become an example for somebody else.
And the cycle keeps repeating. Let's take a moment to hear about some of the people who've inspired athletes at every level.
Hey guys, we're back. So let's talk about role models.
Being that person who inspires others is what it's all about. It's one of the main reasons why we started ABC Food Tours, to share experiences, become mentors, and help kids in our communities.
I mean, it's one of my favorite things we do. Give back to the kids, have fun with them, learn from them, teach them a little bit. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's been super rewarding. You know, it's a lot of the lessons that I thought that I'd be teaching these kids is what I've learned from
them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so mentoring, you learn a lot by giving, but you also learn a lot by receiving.
Exactly.
Even the pros have role models. Let's hear who inspired them and who they looked up to.
My role model was Lisa Fernandez. Her standard of excellence was so high.
Peekaboo Street was mine, and without her, you know, I don't know if I would be where I am, so I'm very, very grateful to her.
My role model is Alex Morgan.
My parents inspire me because they raised 3 strong daughters.
My role model growing up was Cal Ripken. He was the all-around player. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was an MVP. He was a world champion. All things that I wanted to accomplish in my career.
My fiance Megan is also a little bit of my role model, just to see how she carries herself. I have a front row seat to it.
I tried to change it to a real model.
I look up to people who are authentic.
You know, I always tell kids it's good to admire somebody. If you like what they do, steal it.
My role model are my parents and siblings.
My role model is my father.
Both of my parents, going back from day one, driving us all around, both of my brothers and I.
My older brother was a great athlete, and I was always chasing after him.
I think the memory of my mom, because she was always so kind and so smart.
The military and their effect they had on me and my rehab.
You hope that as an athlete you can have a positive impact on the community, and there's ways you do it vocally, through social media today, and most importantly through action in the communities.
And so to potentially be that for somebody else obviously is an amazing feeling.
Softball might be the most misnamed sport there is. First off, the ball isn't soft at all. Just ask anyone who's ever been hit by one. Secondly, pitchers routinely hurl it over 70 miles an hour, standing only 43 feet from home plate. So don't confuse softball for being soft. To present our next set of awards, here's legendary pitcher Jennie Finch.
An icon of the diamond, Jennie Finch caught the nation's attention pitching the University of Arizona to a national championship in 2001. 3 years later, she was on the world stage, helping lead Team USA to the gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She would later collect a silver medal in Beijing and go on to boast an outstanding pro career on her way to the National Softball Hall of Fame. Softball, presented by Martell Heating and AC.
Hey everybody, Jennie Finch here with a question for all you softball players out there. Why can't they make a great sports movie about women's softball? Is it really that hard? I mean, our smaller sphered cousin baseball has tons of them. Sure, there is that comedy All-Stars, but that's really more about the parents than it is about the players. Even A League of Their Own is about women's baseball, where there is no crying, not softball. It makes no sense. Our sport provides plenty of drama. I don't know about you, but I've met some unforgettable characters in and around the diamond. And you have a built-in audience dying to see their sport up on the silver screen. So for any of you softball players out there with a mile-wide creative streak, start gathering some fun stories, start putting together some characters, and getting them down on paper. And let's see if we can make a movie about the greatest sport in the world, softball. And while we wait for that, let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Softball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Softball Player of the Year is Nicole Basil of Winnicott High School.
Winnicott star Nicole Basil was named the Division I Co-Player of the Year in her senior season and was also named Gatorade New Hampshire Softball Player of the Year. Last fall, after being courted by Harvard, West Point, Georgetown, and others, Basil signed her national letter of intent to continue her academic and softball career at Division I Merrimack College.
Congratulations, Nicole.
In 1936, Major League Baseball became the first professional sport in North America to establish a Hall of Fame as a way to remember the greats of the game from every generation. Induction to the Hall is seen as the highest honor of an extraordinary player's remarkable career. To present our baseball awards is first ballot Hall of Famer Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones was selected by the Atlanta Braves as the #1 overall pick in 1990 and went on to become a mainstay in a Braves dynasty that claimed 11 consecutive division crowns and a World Series title. He captured 2 Silver Slugger awards and was the National League MVP in 1999. Baseball, presented by New England Furniture.
Hey everybody, can't tell you how proud I am to be a part of this presentation to all you hardworking baseball players out there. I also want to say how impressed I am at all the stats you guys use these days. Y'all have a measure for everything. When I was playing, we didn't talk much about range factors or wins above replacement or bequeathed runner scored. Heck, we didn't even know what bequeath was. The only time we ever talked about launch angle was if we happened to see the space shuttle taking off. And exit velocity was how fast the fans left after big loss. But by embracing all the statistical analysis, you're getting new insights into this great game. You're also probably getting a lot better scores on your math tests, so keep up the good work. And don't let your BABIP affect your WOBA, whatever that means. Here are your honorees for the Baseball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Baseball Player of the Year is Cam McDonald of Winnicott High School.
After a stellar final campaign with the Warriors, Cam McDonald, who started all 3 of his varsity seasons at catcher, received an offer to play at the University of Maine, a Division I program in the America East Conference. McDonald, who was also named New Hampshire Division I Player of the Year this season, blasted 8 home runs.
Congratulations, Cam.
Many of the athletes featured tonight will continue their athletic careers in college.
But our next presenter's talents were so prodigious that the professional leagues couldn't wait. To hand out our basketball awards, we have the big ticket himself, Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, dubbed Mr. Basketball USA in 1995, was the first player drafted by the NBA straight out of high school in more than 20 years. This 15-time All-Star earned MVP and Defensive Player of the Year honors and an Olympic gold medal. Here he is, the big ticket himself. Basketball, presented by DF Richard Energy.
Hey, KG here. I know all you girls and guys have worked really hard in high school. Have totally earned all the props and recognition you're getting. But no matter how long you play this game, know one thing, they will never teach you at any point along the way is how to give out awards. I tell you right now, it's not easy. It's great that our country is a melting pot and we have people from all over. But that also means that the names can be pronounced a million different ways. So be kind to the big ticket, if you will. If I accidentally mispronounce your name or if I don't get your name right perfectly, I mean, no disrespect. I have just seen these winners' names and I'm gonna try my best, okay? So let's get to it. Here are some honorees for the Female Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Female Basketball Player of the Year is Mary Parody of Spalding High School.
Mary Parody earns the Seacoast Top Girls Basketball honor after a strong senior season that saw the Spalding High School standout named as the only first-team All-State selection in the region. Parody, who led the Red Raiders to double-digit wins in a second-round Division I tournament appearance, was her team's leader in points, rebounds, and three-point field goals.
Congratulations, Mary. And now for the ballers on the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Seacoast Male Basketball Player of the Year is Jacob Gibbons of Exeter High School.
Exeter High School's Jacob Gibbons is a Seacoast Boys Basketball Player of the Year after leading the Blue Hawks on both ends of the floor. A 6'5" forward with tremendous scoring prowess, Gibbons was named a first-team Division I All-State selection by the New Hampshire Basketball Coaches Organization, as well as being honored on the All-Defensive team. Gibbons is slated to play a post-grad year at Tilton School.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Beauchene, Assistant Vice President at Wentworth Douglas Hospital. This year, Wentworth Douglas is proud to sponsor the Courage Award, which is given to a local high school athlete who's overcome an illness or injury. As the leader of our sports medicine team, I understand the commitment and dedication necessary to get back on the field. It's an accomplishment we help athletes with every day, and it's not an easy one. Local athletes like all of you inspire Wentworth Douglas to offer the most comprehensive range of sports medicine and orthopedic services on the Seacoast. Whatever your passion and whatever your injury, we want to help you get better and get back in the game. Congratulations to this year's Courage Award winner, and thank you for being an inspiration to recovering athletes across the Seacoast.
Courage means getting up after you've been knocked down. Failure is refusing to get up. Courage is getting up and doing something about it.
Courage means being uncomfortable and being okay with that.
Be willing to take a chance and maybe go against the flow.
To put yourself on the line for something.
I was always taught that courage means doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Courage means stepping out of your comfort zone.
Courage means you're fearless.
Courage means facing your fears and saying, I'm not scared of you.
Courage means doing the right thing all the time, not just when people are watching.
Courage can mean that you're just not afraid to make mistakes.
Not the absence of fear, but I think confronting your fears.
One of my favorite quotes is by Mary Ann Radmacher. It says, "Courage does not always roar. Some days, courage is the little voice that says, I'll try again tomorrow.
Courage truly means so many things. Overcoming challenges is the very essence of sports. But there are times when adversity comes after the whistles have blown and the horns have sounded, and it's devastating. The Courage Award is given to an athlete who has faced tremendous hardship, and through their strength and tenacity, were able to rise above it.
In 2018, a traumatic on-field leg injury threatened to end Alex Smith's professional football career and his life. After 17 surgeries, a lethal infection, and 2 years of grueling rehab, he stepped back into the huddle to help lead the Washington football team to an improbable playoff berth. Here to honor our recipient and present the 2021 Courage Award is a man who is no stranger to hardship himself, 2020 NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith.
The Courage Award, presented by Wentworth Douglas Hospital.
There are a lot of ways to define courage. For me, courage is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. And the grace exhibited by our Courage Award winner is something to behold. Courage can be found overcoming a sudden and traumatic event, or conquering a lifelong condition in ways the rest of us can't even imagine. What makes this athlete truly amazing is that they shared their very difficult, very personal story in order to help the next person who has the same brutal hill to climb. They found a way to turn courage into something shared, something inspiring, something beautiful. And the recipient of the Seacoast Courage Award is Abby Hafey of Exeter High School.
A senior on the Exeter High School gymnastics team and a competitive jump roper for Extreme Air of New Hampshire, Abby Hafey has been living with constant pain for the past 5 years and was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome 2.5 years ago. There is no known cause or cure. Abby was a talented jump roper at age 12 with designs on breaking the national record in her age division when her shin began to bother her. She was initially put on crutches for several months, but the pain persisted and the condition escalated from there. After several years away from the physically demanding sport, Abby has participated in the last 2 NHIAA state gymnastics meets for Exeter High School. Abby competed as an individual last year, and this year the Blue Hawks entered the competition as a team. She was the only senior on the squad. As her family holds out hope for a cure, Abby remains optimistic as she continues to compete through adversity.
Congratulations, Abby.
Hey high school sports fans, it's the Big Aristotle here to present some of the biggest awards of the night. So stick around, I've been preparing all week. I really hope I make Miss Swan proud. That's my 4th grade teacher. Definitely don't want to end up in detention again.
We've seen so many outstanding individual achievements in all different sports from this past school year. But now we focus on the heart of high school athletics, the team. And a crucial ingredient for success at any level, the coach.
And to present our awards for the best team and best coach, please welcome someone who is no stranger to success, legendary coach, Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer has found success at every stop of his coaching career, including 3 national championships. He's the winner of multiple National Coach of the Year awards, and this fall, he'll make his NFL debut as head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi guys, we know that good coaches and teams of this world are judged by the wins and losses. But we all know that there's a lot more behind the scenes. Strategy, teaching, training, and a lot of pushing. But a coach excels when his or her team truly comes together as one. And you know, it doesn't matter what sport you play. There really is nothing like being part of an exceptional team. It's never easy, of course. Nothing worthwhile ever is. The hours and hours of practice, the growth of a unit, going through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows of a season together. When you become a great team, a special bond forms between the players, the coaches, and the support staff. That's like nothing else I've ever felt. Yes, there's some magic needed to make great coaches and great teams, but don't take this old coach's word for it. Let's hear from some athletes who know a thing or two about winning.
A good teammate accepts you as you are, yet challenges you to become even better because they see the best in you.
A good teammate is someone who wants the same amount of success for you as they do themselves.
A good teammate is unselfish.
Somebody who always stays positive.
The way you grow, the way your game grows, the way your IQ grows, a lot of times is off the basis of how you're coached.
A good coach is consistent.
A good coach is someone that can motivate you to do things that your mind doesn't even think you can do.
Good coaches understand that their role is not just to coach, but to teach, to inspire, and motivate an athlete.
Okay guys, they really did say it best, but now let's give out some awards to some who've proven they know what it takes to come together as a team and bring home the wins. Here are your finalists for the Team of the Year. And the Seacoast Team of the Year is Dover High School Boys Hockey Team.
A playoff run that was one day away from not even happening turned into a tournament to remember for the Dover High School boys hockey team. A Dover family member tested positive for COVID-19, shutting down the program for a mandatory 10-day quarantine. One day later, and the Green Wave would have had to bow out of the tournament. They were eligible to return to the ice on the first day of the quarterfinal round. They had a morning skate before that night's game against Winnicott, and Dover went on to beat the Warriors 7-1. Dover then beat rival Oyster River 2-1 in the semifinals and advanced to the Division II state championship game, riding a 10-game win streak. The Green Wave faced another rival, Somersworth Co-Brown, in the final, and it was a thriller, with Dover prevailing in overtime to claim a Division II record 7th state crown.
Congrats to a great team, well done. Now for the Coach of the Year, and the finalists are and the Seacoast Coach of the Year is Megan Young of Exeter High School.
Megan Young completed her 20th season at the helm of the Exeter High School girls soccer team with her 9th state championship in New Hampshire's highest division. Young, inducted into the Norwich University Hall of Fame in 2014, won her first ever state title with the Blue Hawks in 2006. Her program has not lost a game since the 2018 Division I semifinals and will take a 33-game unbeaten streak into the upcoming 2021 season. During their win streak that now spans 2 seasons, the Blue Hawks have allowed a total of 5 goals.
Congratulations, Coach. Excellent job.
All right, guys, the moment we have all been waiting for. It's time to reveal the top male and female athletes of the year. Yes. These are exemplary athletes who have stolen the spotlight, dominated the season, and shown what it means to be unstoppable.
To give us a helping hand with the female athlete of the year is the all-time assist leader in WNBA history, the great Sue Bird.
Sue Bird has been a basketball superstar for more than 25 years. She earned the Naismith College Player of the Year and a 3-time Nancy Lieberman Award winner. Bird was the #1 pick of the 2002 WNBA draft, an 11-time All-Star, 2 NCAA championships, 4 WNBA crowns, 4 Olympic gold medals, 4 FIBA World Cup titles, plus a dozen or so International League titles.
Hey everybody, Sue Bird here. We've arrived at my favorite part of the show. Female Athlete of the Year brings together the best of the best, all in one award. It's kind of like that scene in Endgame when all the female heroes assemble, only instead of lasers, swords, and tricked out suits, you gals have sports equipment. But you get the idea. The point is, you have all excelled in your individual sports. You have all overcome obstacles standing between you and success. And you all have earned our lasting admirations. So really, there is no downside here. Just one of you gets a little bit more of an upside. But you all leave tonight winners. All right, let's meet our finalists for Female Athlete of the Year.
Liza Corso, a senior from Portsmouth Christian Academy. Ella Frazier, a senior from Exeter High School. Rachel Vitko, a senior from Dover High School.
And the Seacoast Female Athlete of the Year is Ella Frazier of Exeter High School.
Ella Frazier ended her senior year with the Exeter High School girls soccer team the same way she did her junior year, with 2 goals in the Division I final for the state champion Blue Hawks. Frazier, who scored 45 goals and had 29 assists in her Exeter career, was one of 57 girls nationally to be named to the United Soccer Coaches High School All-America team. She capped her fantastic career by being named Gatorade New Hampshire Player of the Year. 2 days after helping the Blue Hawks repeat as D1 state champions, Frazier signed a national letter of intent to continue her soccer career at Murray State University. Also an accomplished track and field athlete, Frazier placed top 6 in the 200-meter dash at the D1 championships and helped the Hawks place runner-up in the 4x100 relay.
Congratulations, Ella.
Now let's meet the contenders for Male Athlete of the Year. With so much incredible talent on display, we needed somebody of equal stature. So our final presenter of the night needs no introduction.
Yeah, but we're gonna give him one anyway, because if we don't, I know he'll call us out and he'll say, "Hey, there's Rutledge, why did you throw the Diesel some love?"
Wow.
So here to present our final award of the night, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, the big Aristotle himself, is feared by opponents and loved by millions. Shaq's combination of size, speed, and strength led to 4 NBA championship rings, an MVP title, 15 All-Star Game appearances, an Olympic gold medal, and a first ballot invite to the Hall of Fame.
What's up, everybody? Diesel in the house, representing for all the major athletes out there in high school. It's time to give out the Best Male Athlete Award. Anytime somebody wants to put the word best next to your name, that is a major sign of respect. It means they know you do hard work to be great, but also you pay attention to detail. It means you rise to the occasion when your team really needs it. It means you make your parents proud. So let's give it up for the male athletes who are vying for the title of the best. And the finalists for the Male Athlete of the Year are
Spencer Clark, a senior from Exeter High School. James O'Hara, a senior from Winnicott High School. Chandler Sutton, a senior from Spalding High School.
And the Seacoast Male Athlete of the Year is James O'Hara of Winnicott High School.
James O'Hara served as a captain for Winnicott's boys soccer and basketball teams and helped lead both to the Division I state finals. He's also a starting midi for Winnicott's boys lacrosse team and earned Division II All-State second team honors this season. O'Hara, a midfielder on the soccer team, was named team MVP. He had 10 goals and 8 assists last season for the Warriors. He earned a spot on the Division I All-State first team and will represent New Hampshire this summer in the annual Twin State Lions Cup. For basketball, O'Hara was an All-Division I second team All-State selection.
Congratulations, James.
What a great night. We have had so much fun celebrating your accomplishments, and we want to thank all the parents, guardians, teachers, and role models who have helped these amazing young adults get to where they are today. You're all so important.
Exactly. And to all the athletes, coaches, and winners, congratulations.
Yes.
Until next year, that's a wrap.
Yes.
Some advice I'd give to my high school self would be don't sweat the small stuff.
I would tell my high school self to take time and enjoy the little things. High school flies by, and before you know it, you will be an adult. So have fun and enjoy the time with your friends and family.
Well, there's a couple things. I think one would to tell myself to be yourself. And a lot of times that's a lot easier said than done, but I know looking back, I was like every other high school kid, trying to figure things out, you know, seeing what your friends are doing, seeing what your family's doing, trying to see where you fit in. And I think a lot of times as kids, you know, we don't have the confidence to just be who we are.
Only surround yourself with people that you respect, that you love you back, that support you. You've got to have positive enforcement in every way around you.
Continue to be a leader and not a follower. Continue to do right things in the community, in schools, around other student athletes.
It's supposed to be fun. Work hard, put everything into it, but make sure that you have joy when you compete. It's not about the outcome, it's about competing with all of your heart for something that you love. The outcome, the results will take care of themselves if you do that. So make sure you have fun with your team, rejoice in each other, rejoice in your talent, and just go for it.
I think I would tell her first and foremost to enjoy the process and have fun and stay present in the moment. And then I would say to challenge herself and to kind of run towards her fears and get uncomfortable. I think that that's where people learn and grow the most, is making mistakes, taking advantage of the mistakes as an opportunity and learning from them.
My advice would be make the most of your high school experience. How you do that, it's about people, it's about relationships.
Be yourself and be a leader before being anything.